Today we will study about bar graph. Bar graph are graphical representation of data in the form of bars of different height. It can be drawn vertically or horizontally. For example, this graph represents data of sale in different months. Month being on the x-axis and values of sale being on the y-axis. January has a sale of 4500, February has a sale of 2870, March has a sale of 3985, April has a sale of 6855, May has a sale of 3200 and June has a sale of 3456. In order to visualize data using bar chart, bar function is used. Month being on the x-axis and sales being on the y-axis. X label specifies the name on the x-axis. Y label specifies the name on the y-axis. Title specifies the name to the graph, and the graph is displayed using plt.show. This is a bar graph which has months on the x-axis, sale on the y-axis, sales in different months as the title. January has a sale of 4500, February has a sale of 2870 and similar for other months. By default, bar chart draws bars with equal width, that is of 0.8 units, but it can be customized by specifying width argument. The graph has been altered. Now the bar has a width of 0.5 units. We can specify different width for different bars on the bar chart. Please note, the width sequence must have width of all bars. Otherwise, it would lead to an error. This is an altered bar graph. This has a width of 0.5. It has a width of 0.6 units, 0.7 units, 0.8 units, 0.9 units and 1 unit. Similarly, we can specify color to the bar. Using the color argument, I have specified green color to the bar. Now the bar graph has a green color. We can specify each bar with a different color. Now the bar graph has different colors for the bar. January has a green color, February has a yellow color, March has a red color, April has a cyan color, May has black color, and June has green color. We can specify the graph having horizontal shape as well by changing the bar function to bar h function, and width could change to height. Since the orientation of the chart is changing, so the x and the y axis would change. This is the bar graph in the horizontal direction. Sales being on the x-axis and month being on the y-axis. Before creating multiple bar chart, let us revise some concept. NumPy array support vectorized operation, whereas list do not. X is an array containing elements 1 to 5. When 2 is added to it, it gives 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. When it is multiplied to 3, it gives 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15. X is a list containing elements 1 to 5. When 2 is added to it, it generates error, as list can be added to list. When list is multiplied by 3, it replicates the list 3 times. Val is a nested list. Val at 0 index returns a list containing 5, 25, 45 and 20. Val at index 1 returns a list 4, 23, 49 and 17. X-axis will have 4 elements 0, 1, 2, 3 using the np.arrange. Val at index 0 will generate 5, 25, 45, 20. Val 1 will generate 4, 23, 49, 17. Val 2 will generate 6, 22, 47 and 19. The graph has been plotted, but it is being plotted in a same chart. You can see same bar contains value of 3 lists, and I want to generate it side by side. The reason it is happening is because the x position is same for all the 3 bar functions. In order to overcome this, decide the thickness of each. And then adjust the x-axis accordingly. Now the same graph has been drawn, which displays different bars side by side. In order to create multiple bar chart, we have 3 lists: a list of months, sales and sales new, which are plotted using bar function. Months being on the x-axis and sales being on the y-axis. months being on the x-axis and sales new being on the y-axis, the bar has a width of 0.25 units. This is a bar graph that has been plotted, but the bars are overlapping each other. In order to make sure that they are separately visible, we have to adjust the x-axis. But months is a list of string value. But months is an array of string value which cannot be added. So we have used arange function and calculated length of array of months. Here months is an array and arange function calculates the length of the array months, which returns an array ranging from 0 to 5. Now I have changed months to month plus 0.25 only in one bar function, and the first bar has months. This is the bar graph that has been plotted, months on the x-axis and bars are clearly visible. Now if I change months to month, notice the change. The same bar graph has been plotted. Only difference is in the values plotted on the x-axis, that is, the tick values of x-axis have changed. The tick marks are the individual points marked on the x and y axis. The month containing January, February and continuing till June are the x ticks, and the integer values ranging from 1000 to 7000 are the y ticks. By default, PyPlot automatically decides which data point will have tick on the axis, but we can also customize it by specifying xticks or yticks function. The arguments passed to the function are sequence containing tick data points followed by optional sequence containing tick labels. Month is an array containing values ranging from 0 to 5 and a list containing string values that will replace the x values. This is the bar graph having A to F as the x ticks. Similarly, we can change the value of ticks on the y-axis by changing x ticks to y ticks function. The value of y-axis. Now sales will be replaced with string values A to F. The bar graph has been plotted, but the values on the y-axis appear in a haphazard manner as A has a value 4500, B has a value of 2870, C has a value of 3985, D has a value of 6855, E has a value of 3200, and F has a value of 3456. Specifying x and y limit. When we specify x and y range for plotting, PyPlot automatically tries to find best fitting range for x and y axis depending on the data being plotted. It plots limit from 0 to 5 on the x axis. We can set limit for both the axes using xlim and ylim function. Xlimit sets limit from x minimum to x maximum. Similarly, ylim function sets limit from y minimum to y maximum. -1 being the lower limit and 10 being the upper limit. The bar graph has been plotted, but some bars on the bar chart do not have ticks on them. Now the bar graph has been plotted having limit -1 to 10. Let's change the limit. Nothing has changed on the bar chart. When I make this plt.xticks a comment, now notice the change. While setting up the limit for the axis, we must keep in mind that only the data that falls into the limit of x and y axis will be plotted. Rest of the data will not show in the plot. If I change the x minimum value to x maximum and x maximum to x minimum, the bar chart that has been plotted has been flipped. Now the range begins with 5 and ends at 1. In order to specify legend to the bar chart, we specify label argument. In the first bar function, label is sale. In the second bar function, label is sale new. Legend is added using plt.legend. Legend has been added. Blue bar represents sale and yellow bar represents sale new. We can customize the position of the legend by specifying location is equals to